and I have a special guest with me, and that is Christopher Glaser. And we're here just to talk about health and to give you guys tips. Chris is a personal trainer, he's very into health, and one of the things we were discussing earlier is about how important the health message is, especially for us as Adventists. God has given us a very important message. The health message is the entering wedge, and I believe that we as a congregation are slacking. So the purpose of this video is just to encourage you, give you tips. So I'm going to be asking Chris some questions and we'll just go forth from there. And if you've got any further questions, post them below and I'll give you Chris's contact details if you have any further questions about health and fitness. So, Chris, what is your thoughts on health in Adventism and where we are at this present moment?
Well, right now I'll let the Word of God speak. In Christian Temperance and Bible Hygiene, chapter 14, it says, "The branch of the Lord's work has not received due attention, and through this neglect much has been lost. If the church would manifest a greater interest in the reforms through which God himself is seeking to fit them for his coming, their influence would be far greater than it is now. God has spoken to his people, and he designs that they shall hear and obey his voice. Although the health reform is not the third angel's message, it is closely connected with it. Those who proclaim the message should teach health reform also. It is a subject that we must understand in order to be prepared for the events that are close upon us, and it should have a permanent place." This is Christian Temperance Bible Hygiene, page 121, paragraph 4. So it's definitely something that was lacking. And she also said it is necessary for health reform. Health reform is a very vast topic. It's not just eating healthy, as we know, the vegan diet, raw foods. It is definitely exercise as well. It definitely has a different effect on someone versus not discriminating, not putting anyone down, but anyone who is larger, for lack of better words, versus someone who is athletic and young versus someone who is bigger of age. It just captivates not only a different crowd, it captivates a bigger crowd. It just came from experience, just a testimony, how many people were more captivated with the fact that how strong one person could be without someone that they think is necessary, which is meat and dairy. So I believe definitely we know we're under the third angel. Ellen White also says we're under the third angel's message and will continue to be present truth to the end of time. So being that this is connected very closely to the third angel's message, it is still present truth, and the fact of the matter is that we need a greater reform, as the word of the Lord said.
It's true. I mean, it amazes me today that even in our churches that they can still be serving dairy. You know, even meat.
Churches out here, churches serve chicken.
I mean, even the world seems to be further ahead of us in terms of health. It's like we're slacking, and we're supposed to be the light. You know, so it shows how backslidden we are.
Absolutely, it's a big rebuke to us because even I think it was Dr. Oz, his wife, if I'm not mistaken, is a Seventh-day Adventist. Don't quote me on it, but he reads Ellen White books on health, and that shows where we could have been versus where we are now. It's sad. It is.
So what tips can you give to someone who wants to get into fitness but don't know where to start? Because I get a lot of questions in regards to that in terms of, you know, where do they start?
Okay.
It's a big, I know it's like a big one.
You're showing off your push-ups and stuff, you know, might as well ask you, So if you're just starting out, it also depends upon the weight area you are and the goal. If I'll give you a case example. If you're an older individual and you haven't really been working out or consistent, you definitely want to start just to warm and activate your muscles, cardio. You want calisthenics. Calisthenics is your own body weight. So there's always something that you can digress and modify. If you can't do push-ups on both just your hands and on your feet, you can put your knees on the floor and do push-ups. There's always a way to just modify something. You would want, if you want to lose weight, I would say ballistics training, something like anaerobic exercises. You want to reach your full strength capacity, little rest time, and do it again. And if you, let's say say you starting with cardio. Cardio is a very good start, but too much cardio is bad because you can start burning muscle. But the point of the matter is you want to build muscle. So nutrition also plays a very big part in exercise as well. So if you're constantly doing cardio, you're gonna burn leg muscles. But if you're doing cardio for about 20 minutes at a time, and you're increasing the speed and then decreasing the speed for a little break and increasing it for longer and decreasing it for a little bit, that shoots your heart rate up and down, and that you only need 20 minutes of that versus someone running a mile or a couple miles. So some people do nonsense, but that's not me. Instead of running for like 40 minutes, a 20-minute aerobic exercise, very sufficient, very sufficient.
So what about if someone's trying to lose weight? Would they need to cut down on the fats and just...
I would say cut down on the fats. Do more, but you would really mainly have to cut down on the carbs. If you're trying to lose weight and before you go to the gym, the best thing to do is you'll have all your carbs in the morning and throughout the day, nothing else except the straight protein and greens. Or you can have a little throughout the day. Let's say before you go to the gym. Some people work better on an empty stomach in the gym. I can, not everyone can. So before you go to the gym, you can eat oatmeal or something, right? Give it an hour, let it sit in, and distort that out of energy. Just use that for energy. And then after a workout, your body's hungry. You don't want to break the health message, just eat and eat again. So some people go empty stomach, which essentially your body can reject the bile that's in the stomach, and you could just throw up some stomach acid. That's not the best thing that happened to me before, and it burns your throat. But you can definitely have a snack at least before. Red beets, green apples, peanut butter and apples is the best. Or I personally do, when I have oatmeal, I put the spirulina in it with some chia seeds and some hemp seeds or flax seeds, whichever one I have, and some almond milk. I take that, and that's very good for energy. So, right after you eat, the gym. By the time you're at the gym, it'll kick in for the energy, especially a green apple or something after an apple. I prefer green apple. It'll give you more energy. After that, your body will be good for the whole day of energy.
And good protein sources are beans, right?
Yes.
Certain seeds.
Now, some chia seeds, if I'm not mistaken, that's a complete protein, but a complete protein is consisted of essential amino acids that make up the protein block. So rice has protein in it. Everyone knows it for carbs, but it has protein in it. And beans has protein in it. Two of them separately are not complete proteins, but if you have them together, the amino acids link up and they form a complete protein block. So that is a complete protein. So you mix that, you mix some greens. Avocado is a very healthy fat. Aki as well is a very healthy fat, has some protein in there too. Wheat, you don't necessarily want to go to the white breads and the white rice.
It's having the whole foods, right?
They have a whole foods. Also, it's very good. I think this is a complete protein, if I'm not mistaken. It's black bean pasta, and a serving is 2 ounces, and it's 25 grams of protein. After a workout, the best amount, I would say 30 to 40 grams. It depends upon also how much your muscles are ripped, but 30 to 40 grams is very essential. You could do that with some lentil beans and veggies on the side, and avocado. Avocado, I would put a little in every meal. Not only is it good, but you know, it's a very healthy fat and has essential amino acids in there as well.
And I just know that these are just tips because everybody's different.
Everybody's body is different.
Yeah.
However, everyone's body has the same maker.
Yeah.
So it will, by default, act the same on everyone. Some people have complaints that they can't gain weight, but they're only doing cardio and they're eating a lot, and they say that it only goes to the stomach. Well, that's because you're doing cardio. If you're exercising and activating all the other muscle groups, then definitely that area will gain weight because the food is going to be distorted to that which needs it. Your body's not going to need it. If my muscles are not ripped over here, my body's not going to transfer the protein over there because it's not active.
Yeah, I know. When I was doing my high intensity cardio exercise, cycling and running, I was on a high carbohydrate diet, but I lost so much weight. So I think cardio is really good for weight loss.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. It's high intensity cardio. It's just running for an hour is not bad because you have endurance. There's a lot of benefits for that. When you run for a longer period of time, you create high endurance, the muscle fiber twitches, all these things play a part, but you can, so there's a lot of benefits in that you can still get for the endurance, but a con to that would still be that you burn muscle. But still,
I think that was my problem. I think I was doing too much cardio. That's why I'm now moving on to muscle, trying to build muscle strength. That's why I was doing push-ups and stuff.
I see that.
And my squats. So
that's something I noticed too. Women naturally lack upper body strength. Guys naturally lack lower body strength. But it's just so funny how God made man and woman together to complete each other. But you guys still need to do legs, and women still need to do upper body. Push-ups are very essential. Calisthenics, things with just your own body weight, squats. You always want to make sure your knees never pass your toes.
Maybe later on you give us some tips.
Oh, absolutely. I can leave I'll put a video up. I have a page that I demonstrate some stuff.
I know that I'm on the board.
Is there anything else you want to say before we close? Any other tips?
It's such a vast topic.
If they have more questions, they can contact you, right?
You want me to leave my email?
Yeah, Instagram or your email or your Facebook page.
My email is Christopher Glaser, Christopher CHRISTOPHER, Glaser GLASER 92 @gmail.com, and my Facebook page, actually my Instagram page, that's specifically fitness. You can reach me at poetic POETIC _fitness, and my name should pop up.
You also do personal training, right? You're in the Brooklyn.
Yes, in the Brooklyn area. I have a car, I travel. If someone eats meat, I can still have a diet, meal plan that'll suit them, but I am knowledge on vegan and vegetarian diets.
Praise God. Well, thank you for doing this video. And I hope you all found it useful. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to post them below, or you can contact Chris. I think it's raining now. I thought for a bit drink, so we're going to close the video. We might do some demonstrations later, but this is just a little short video which I hope you found useful. So thank you for watching and have a lovely day.